Okay, so we finished our trimmed minimal rasping. So now we're back to having a flat heel here for a good landing. As you can see, we trimmed the frog back to the actual apex of the frog, and we have a break that starts about here and it rolls over this way. She had no flares or distortion on the dorsal wall, so we had no work to do there. And now hoof care is more than just calling your farrier and getting a trim. After each trim, we dump a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and what we're going to do is we're going to soak this foot for a couple minutes, whatever she allows us to do. Hopefully we won't spill it there. And it's the wet season in Florida, so she stands in water a lot in the pastures, and vinegar is nature's disinfectant. So what we'll do is we'll get her to stand in that bucket there for a few minutes. And you can also use bleach. If you take bleach and mix it in 9 parts of water and 1 part of bleach, it'll also do the same thing. If you want to stay away from bleach, you can use vinegar. We use apple cider vinegar because we use that in some of our other products. But you can use white vinegar, any kind of vinegar, and let it sit there. And we usually do it after the trim. So if there are any open areas that we've opened up with the rasp, the vinegar will migrate there. Okay. And then after a while she'll stand up. You just got to stay with it. And we let it sit there for a few minutes. So again, hoof care is a lot more than just calling the farrier for a trim every 6 weeks or whatever their schedule is. You can do a lot of balancing of the hoof between those days, and you don't have to wait for the farrier. You can continue working on the balance of the foot by just rasping the foot a little bit and maintaining it balanced. If you maintain a balanced foot, it will grow balanced after a while. If you let it get distorted and you don't touch it but every 6 to 8 weeks, then you're going to have to deal with distortions all the time. So she seems pretty comfortable there. The other reason to use vinegar instead of bleach, she may be sensitive to the skin, may be sensitive to the bleach, and it'll start either itching or burning, and then that's not going to help keeping the foot in the liquid. But with vinegar, unless you have some kind of odd reaction or allergy reaction, it's not going to burn. Now we're going to get her foot out of there so we don't spill it. We can use it on another foot. Now she doesn't want to lift. Now, as you can see the foot, we've got that break over back underneath the foot. As you can see it there. But we've gone back with our break over in the toe area. And now we're going to apply our hoof conditioner, which is a blend of oils. We like to use oil. We don't like to use pine tar or any other chemical. We have a special blend of oils here that moisturizes the hoof, and it doesn't make it waterproof, but it allows for the hoof to be protected with the oil. We're going to let that dry a little bit, so we're not going to apply it yet. So with that, we're going to stop.